Anyways, hello, lads and ladies. My name's Javis. I'm a god of Barista. Welcome to my new stream. Menu. When are you watching this? We're playing Genshin Impact today. If that godforsaken game would just fucking load, it does load. It just takes a while. Well, while I'm waiting, I'll make myself a nice warm cup of coffee. And fitting the thing we go with is the land we're playing in, the country, the land of justice, which fits oddly well considering that French Revolution and whatnot. I made myself.
Turbo turned on Genshin, no way.
I made myself a French press coffee. And Doma! I want to stream Genshin for a while again because I always like to stream the story missions. But I didn't really get to it because I need to have an extra day, and today I have an extra day. The last two things, the last 2 days, the last 2 weekends, I just couldn't for multiple reasons. One of them was that I was helping a friend of mine with his flat. And it took ages. And I'm still not quite finished. And I still wasn't quite finished. But he said, today was the last day, so... Yeah. And boy, am I lagging. And why can't you see the game? That is annoying. Wait, why am I lagging so much? What does that have to do with anything? Let me just try that. Anyways, is that Genshin? Is that probably because... Dolphin Valheim Eigenschaften. Okay. And okay. Sorry that I'm invisible for a moment. I can try to make the game appear for that time. Well, apparently it doesn't want to appear. That's shitty. Anyway, Doma, how are you? How's it going? I didn't do the thing that I actually want to do.
Why Genshin?
Because new story mission. You know I always stream a story mission. Barely. It is on the things that I wanted it to. I don't know what the issue is. And I'm wondering why the fuck it's not recording. It's so annoying as hell. Like, really?
The event quest or Archon quest?
The Archon quest.
I'm doing GER. I was most of the day in Germany, so nothing much happened.
Oh, where have you been? Very specifically asking.
Hey Moors, happy face.
And... Good. Now everything's smooth again, but the game is still not running. Why?
Anyway, Drapo, how was your day?
My day was way too lazy. You have no idea how annoyed I am at this.
That's a great question. I forgot. Oh.
Game Capture. Eigenschaften. Hä? Why? Believe and left Aufnahmemodus. Overlays aufnehmen. Okay, wait, what?
I do have anime to watch.
Okay, for some reason.
But you have drops on.
Oh wait, I have to end for a second.
So
I think
just keep this open in BG.
Mort, I do have to end for a second because I think I started OBS wrong. I think that's the issue. See you in a second.
Macht am ehesten Sinn.
Ah. Good holidays. What holidays? Ah, finally. Masquerade of the Guilty. Wait. That's 15 days and whatnot. Anyways. Masquerade of the Guilty, let's go! Teleport. Good. Anyone here?
Anyone here?
I think I have to write those people.
Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck,
He's alive.
the opposite is probably true for me.
Yeah, but what I figured out, I always have to reload everything. So I like to tell people. So I don't know how it is with you very specifically. Return to the dormitories. Why? Yeah, because
Spend your time.
shit happens. But stuff still happens. Good. But yeah, I actually started OBS wrong. That was actually the issue.
Off we go.
So yeah, how was your day? How did you do? I did today almost nothing.
Your bestie.
Rhinesh. I did today almost nothing, but I could test out. In praxis.
Are you doing Furina's story quest?
Yeah, I'm doing the Archon quest. And wait, do you mean the story quest?
Or Archon quest. Rianish, hello.
I managed to test out new clothing that I got yesterday. Like it's simply
Hello,
thermal clothing. I don't know. It's just like very special underclothing that you basically wear under normal clothes in order to not, well, freeze to death.
Oh, now we're Imo leave then.
What? What do you mean? Why? Why do you leave? What did I do to you?
IDOJT wanna be spoiled.
Okay, that means you rather don't.
I just started the Archon quest.
And why didn't you finish it? Well, I really hope this story with Archon quest isn't as long as the last time. As this one story quest.
Now for a little rest after breakfast.
Then finish it quickly.
This is the life.
The thing, there was this, in Sumeru, the land that is, the country that is based on the Middle East. Obviously, you know what Sumeru is.
Okay, anyways.
But
This act is only 4.5 hours long.
That is terrible. If you say only, that is terrible. Doma. Every quest that takes longer than 2 hours is immediately garbage. Not because it is badly written or it's boring or whatnot. Not because it's draining as fuck. No quest should...
This one is amazing.
No quest, no matter how amazing, should stick around longer than 2.5 hours. Cause I hate this. There was one
I
quest.
Just stopped paying attention at the end.
There was this one quest in Sumeru, that world quest that I did privately, and it took so long. I was sitting at this fucking quest in like 5 sessions, and with every time I was spending minimum 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours in the game, and it took me 5 sessions or more. I forgot the exact number to finish this. This world quest was one of the main reasons why I haven't played Genshin Impact in such a long time, because due to quests like this, I'm just exhausted from the game. The game just exhausts me with such big
Good
things.
luck W the quest.
Isn't something important supposed to happen today?
Sorry for the rant. It's just really annoying. Every quest that takes longer than 2 hours is immediately garbage. Mostly because I neither have the energy nor the attention span for this shit.
Oh, today's our big day!
See ya.
We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on! We've
No,
gotta go complete the release
stay,
procedures now!
Okay, if you have to go.
Bye bye Ryanish.
I mean, I'm gonna drink so much coffee in this quest. I'm telling you, I'm already drinking my first cup because I made French press coffee because we're in France. That was too much milk. Why is it bitter? I put my usual amount of sugar in it. It tastes bitter, more bitter than I wanted it to. Huh. I'm confused.
Don't drink too much coffee.
I'm a god of Barista. If I don't drink coffee, what am I doing outside of that? Being an inspiration to the people. You're right, Ryanish. I should be a little bit more arrogant. Anyways, yes, today we're going out of prison. I totally forgot we're canonically still in prison. I totally forgot that. Talk to the receptionist. Wait, why are we that one? Well, we have to go further down. Oh no, she's just there. And yes, I got him. I mean, I had him for a longer time, but I thought I really could use a heavy hitter, like a greatsword user, just in general. And I want to make her anyways and a general elemental user. So she's a good one.
To ask, can I add you on Genshin? I want friends.
First of all, I don't have an issue with it, but I am on the American server. So if you're on the American server, okay, yeah.
This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've
American.
been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Yeah, I'm oddly used to most American servers being oddly well kept and therefore a little bit faster and smoother running. So I thought
NVM then.
So I thought I would open my main account on the American server. Mostly because Europe, for some reason, doesn't give a shit. Didn't give enough of a shit to maintenance. UK.
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
I'm wondering that too, because you oddly looked like Two-Face.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Not completely, but a little bit. Like, look us straight in the face. One of my heart. One part of me is drenched in shadow. The other one is seeking the light. That's what I have. That's what I have to think about when I see her. Am I the only one who's seeing this? I'm not the only one who's seeing this, right?
I'll never get a handle on all this paperwork.
Anyways, go to the office. Wait, which office? You mean the series? I can't just enter a series. Ah, by the way, did you watch the new Scott Pilgrim show? I finished the anime today. And honestly, I liked it. It was not at all what I was expecting, but it was good. It was really good.
Your Grace?
Next question is what I was expecting.
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface.
What did you do?
Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
Why do I still hate the way you all say the word monsieur?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
You've got a point.
Alright.
Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Actually, today is the day we say goodbye to a fortress.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now?
Yay,
That's
we do.
right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's
Skylar
actually
Jaded.
been pretty nice.
Skylar Jade 1. Thank you for following. A lot of people have helped us
Oh
out.
yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now.
Hmm.
Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
Aww. You're adorable, you know that.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Skylar_Jade1. Thanks for following. What's up, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. The game is so far pretty good. I am under caffeinated so far, so I have to drink more.
I know I'm adorable, don't have to tell me.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
That was a good comment, Doma.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being
You
down
do have
here
a
for
polite
so
side.
long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
That's alright, it's not like we'll never visit again.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
Actually, that sounds a little bit like this autism way of telling someone, I would like to visit you too, to come with you too. So I would have said, sure, come with us if you want.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meripede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here,
Yeah, we gotta be mad at him.
we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia.
I'm still a little mad at him that he gave us a fucking cake and then literally reported this cake as stolen.
You're going to see Monsieur Nervulette? Please pass on our kind regards.
It was like, okay, man, I know. I need a reason to be here, but couldn't you tell me first?
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been
Are you new on
overwhelmed by the
streaming?
recent string of troubles.
No, I'm not. I'm actually doing this for a while now. I'm just not bothered by many things, so I don't really care about a lot of stuff that people say you need. Like, animated this and that. No, I don't need that. Get better quality emotes. I don't give a shit about that either. I'm sorry.
At Skylar_Jade1, he's a streaming grandpa.
I'm not that old. I mean, I forgot to shave this week, but come on, man. But yeah, I'm streaming for a while already. Go to Palais de Memonia. Statue of 7 Hydro. And this, and again, this region has so many world quests. It's annoying as fuck. I mean, I go there, world quest. I just did one. Go over there, world quest. I just did one. You know what I mean?
Sorry for my comment. I am just a humble young boy who wishes to finish life already.
Keep making those comments and I can help you. Keep making those comments and I will help you with that. Oh. Speedrunner style, you know? Drink, bleed. No, don't. And Domoton, we love you. Stop saying shit like that. Good. Apparently this is where we need to go. No? Why is that not a door? I mean, it is a door. It's not a door that I can walk through. Why? So
I think I can
fancy.
help you and make your streaming visual more
Like
professional.
Harmonia sure
I
is busy with
specialize in
activity
helping
today.
streamers with logos, banners, 3D headers,
Halt!
overlays, intros and
It's you
outros,
two.
borders,
Apologies.
alerts,
Monsieur
panels,
Nervulette did say you'd be welcome
sub-badges,
at any time.
emotes, gaming rooms, Vtuber.
Peace and quiet. The problem with those, the biggest problem from my perspective with those people, that it deletes the entire thing when I do what
Where's
I.
Diamond when we need her?
Do you even have an idea how often Diamond did shit like this? Like, the last stream she did that was literally the only time she did that. She literally only wanted mod status because... because. That's it. Which is why I told her at some point, why I told them at some point, if I really get to be bigger at some point, I have to be more selective with who I'm getting mod status, so I will probably have to get this away from her. Which is probably the reason why she's trying to be more active as a mod when she's watching.
I think that's good enough reason. Happy face.
The thing is, if you're too big, and you just give someone mod status because they asked you to, that is not gonna end well. Oh, it's YouTube. Oh, that's good.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll
What
be
report?
right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
You have little wings.
So busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
By the way, a funny thing that happened. on TikTok, when you can make it that if you write a comment, you also re-release a video, basically.
I think you should give mods to people who you trust won't do anything stupid, know them for a while and maybe are active.
And that's the point.
Hey there.
Hello, Ludocio. How are you doing? That's the point. Diamond didn't have.
You mean repost?
Yeah, repost. And I had that on, and I did not, and I accidentally reposted a bunch of videos without really knowing that, because I didn't know when you click that thing once, it stays on. Unless you actively deactivate it. And Ludocio, how are you doing? How's it going? Tell me everything. Again, if this thing takes longer than like 3 hours, I'm going to flip my table.
_Sama, hello dear friend.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
Ah, so there's no name or
Rip your
something?
table then.
My table isn't very stable anyways. So you don't even use the name? What is that? Apartheid?
That's alright, we just ate.
I am
Very
fine
well, then.
THX. How about you?
I'm doing well. And I'm drinking one of my favorite types of coffee. Mostly because it's fucking easy. And secondly, because
Probably
it is...
more stable than my future.
Because
So
it is
anyway,
a French
I
press
finished
coffee.
Potion anime. Only Spy Family left.
Oh, the reason why I started so late is Spy Family.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting.
So many anime, oh my god.
Yes! I literally said to my roommate, like, fuck,
Nothing
how
comes
much...
out on Tuesday.
I, li
WHYYY.
I literally said to
I
my...
dropped Spy Family and finished Buddy Daddies instead XD.
You should continue with Spy Family. Buddy
At
Daddies
P0
was really
Ruma
amazing.
_ Sama Spy Family better.
Anyways, I literally said to my roommate to like, now I want to start. And now all the good shit is releasing. Are you kidding
Buddy
me?
Daddies.
Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede.
But
And
Buddy
it appears
Daddies
that
is
you've managed
amazing.
to complete all the release paperwork.
I don't know where your issue is.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
You and Paimon tell Nivelette everything that happened since the Primordial Sea incident.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your
Dude,
description,
I want to watch
that
Kingdom
cannot
of
have
Ruin
occurred
too,
in
but
any
oh no, I
ordinary
have so
waters,
much anime to
but rather
watch.
something like the
Buddy
Primordial
Daddies
Sea.
is amazing. REI Papa could be my daddy every day. The Detective Onyem I want to watch.
I really need to remix.
I want to watch Pluto.
Ludo?
Play S2.
That Mount Death play is so good.
Pluto. Oh oh.
Good. This should be enough.
A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
This is an oddly
the new
specific
Netflix show.
assumption.
I've heard it's quite good.
Seawater? But how? And is he okay?
Never let that bastard. I played like 50 hours and paid $20
Most people
to get
wouldn't
him.
be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
Something we'd like to ask you about.
Yes. What is it?
What was the tremor we felt earlier?
Oh, right. Paimon felt it too.
Is it good? I'm really scared to watch it because it apparently
At
also
Lunacy__
kind of
for
romance.
_ Archangels, at least you got him.
I mean, I also got Neuvillette.
We asked the Duke and he
At
said it
Literacy
wasn't from
_4
underwater, so we figured you might know
got Mona
something
instead,
about it.
and next banner I got
It
Rizzle.
turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter.
Rizzly.
In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking
Poisson.
stopped, the water levels in the Poisson
Also,
area
why is
rose at
there a
an
big
alarming
ice guy?
rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no!
At
What about all the
D0UMA
people
_Sama,
there?
what did it cost? Everything. And I lost my 50/50ths on Furina for a furry.
For furry? Who?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now.
I don't
However,
remember any
I
real
still have a
furries in
bad
this game.
feeling about the whole phenomenon.
I wouldn't call him a furry.
If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Cause what I literally think of as furries are the classic, like, full anthropomorphic animals, but everything that you can play here, that usually only has animal features,
Everyone calls him a furry. I just go along with it.
but he isn't.
Oh yeah, I have to watch an
anyways.
Navia do.
Navia
I
should
had the
be in
Jade Spear,
Poisson,
but
right?
never pulled
We
Sia.
need to go check on her!
I got the fire spear, but never got Hu Tao. But yeah, don't worry about it.
Is 3D anime, but I don't
I would
know
also
if it
like to
good.
go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to
It's
Poisson
about
first.
Miyamoto Musashi,
I'll meet you
and
there
that's
to check
enough.
on the situation once I finish things here.
Sounds like a plan.
There's no time to lose, let's
I
get
have
going!
Primordial Jade Spear
Please
too.
be careful.
Use it on Hu Tao.
Go!
Shine down!
And I didn't give you that. I thought I
Vortex
gave.
Vanquisher I use on Sia.
Thought I gave you that spear. Who did I give the? Who did I give Hu Tao spear to? No. I think at least I got Hu Tao's spear at some point.
0URS _Kojiro Sasaki vs Miyamoto.
I never
Musashi.
gave him actual weapons. It's so depressing.
Stop it, bro.
Let's give you that one.
He gave up on the manga. At D0UMA _Sama I use it with his father. To write about fuckers with no legs.
Sie sind das Essen, wir sind die Jäger. Da, 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 da.
Who cares about wheelchair basketball? This is a joke.
Yo, So I think this one would be really good for you, actually. If I wouldn't have fucked up its leveling. Why did I give you that weapon? As far as I know, I did not care about
Also,
you.
Drapo, you have albedo best weapon.
I have a best weapon for Albedo, yeah, I do. And yeah, I didn't give you something good because I don't have a lot of good things. I have this one 3 times. I love this bow, but come on, bro.
Why not give stringless R3? Also,
I'm
not
not-
good with Sakbao.
I'm not giving it to him
I hate
because I
bows. They are so common in any banner. Give him a DPS bow. At Ludacy _4 Archangels Emperor. And I don't like using bows either.
I mean, I understand you two a lot
At
because
0URS _FRRRR.
I have only like 3 bow users that I actually like. And one of them is
I love using
Diona.
leaning.
But hey, if I give you that one, and I can do it like this, here with stringless. Wait, I have a better version of a string.
Oh yeah,
No, I
what
don't.
Lynette does.
What do you mean?
Why do you have Kali with Amos? What the fuck?
Don't question
Why
it.
even?
I only gave him shit that
What does Amos do for her?
I don't know. Okay. Why am I getting judged for things for characters that I'm not even using?
Give her sack belt or something.
I just don't want them to have the standard weapons, like the beginner bullshit. I hate the beginner weapons. Oh, you also have a beginner. Why do you have a beginner weapon? Because I leveled it up. That's why.
I love it how they call him Wanderer. It's like a walk using German attacks in Bleach even in the Japanese dub. Your account is so messed up I am tweaking.
Why do you have this? I gave you a better bow as far as I'm concerned. And as far as I know, I actually gave you one of my sacrificial bows even. Why do you have that one? Favonius Warbow. Crit chance of generate a small amount of element particles which roll.
But you use Traveler.
I have
0 URS _ haven't seen my account then. Don't show it to me. I'm crying with Turbo. I can't. He has so many characters I want. And I hate the small things in every game, like cooking, or such. He uses none of them. He uses support only party.
Wait, do I have the Hutao speed even? I thought I had it. Yeah, I have it. I just don't have it upgraded because I'm too lazy to do that.
At Fantasy _4 Archangels, I love those things only in stories. Not in games.
Wait, what is the crit damage? HP increased by 20% additional proof. Right, less than 50% with attack bonus is increased by an addition. That makes HP of. Huh.
At M0 URS _ stories like manhwas.
I know I have. I knew I had this. I had that spear.
Yeah, manhwas.
It's basically just mangas, but from Korea, so it's the same
The
thing.
ones I read are power fantasy trash.
Wait, I accidentally
So
switched.
judge me all you want.
Hey, I'm not better than you. I just at some point stopped watching this shit or stopped reading the stories because I'm really exhausted mentally by them.
You have Nilo Nahida and Raiden but no Hyperbloom build. At M0 URS _ I read everything, FR, like fantasy, BL, hetero, everything. I hate romance.
What?
Make
I
a
never said.
Hyperbloom party.
What did I say about romance?
Make a Hyperbloom party right now.
I already had a Hyperbloom party. But I already told you what my mentality in terms of making a team is. And that is, as long as I'm playing a story, I'm playing a story, I am playing with the Traveler in my team.
Then use it, it's too fucking up.
And as long as the main storyline
All
of...
elemental reactions.
I know. That's why I love Hyperbloom. I just wanted to get away from Hyperbloom again, which is why I have this constellation right now. I literally have this constellation because I wanted to get rid of Hyperbloom for a second.
Okay, Hydro Traveler, you get Hydro Resonance. More HP, woohoo.
Also so dumb. Why the fuck can't I do certain things? I love it so much, but I can only do it with a traveler. Like this jumping out of water in high speed. I love this so much. I can only do it with a traveler. It's so depressing. You have no idea how depressing that is.
You can only do it with Fontaine characters.
And the traveler.
So Nubi can do it. Makes sense too.
Perhaps we could take a walk by a...
Oh!
Walks in the river.
Okay, I love that.
This world.
If I wouldn't have my unchangeable rule, I would probably go with him as a main character. Currently.
I want to have access to Drapoa's account so bad. Like I want to optimize everything.
The weird thing is, I wouldn't want you to have it because in the end I would probably just be more confused. I want to use characters that I usually don't use. The thing is, since I had Nahida, I had her the entire time in my team, and I really wanted to get rid of her. Not to get rid of her, I want a team without her. Which is the reason why I now have Chongyun, why I now had Chongyun in my party.
The weapons and characters are so
There's
important.
still so many places for us to explore.
And I exchanged the wrong character.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
I hardly believe that, but okay, if you want.
Also Drapo, I had same thing with Jean
As you
Dong.
wish.
So I made Rio Party really good.
Okay, which of those
Works
swords
better
is
with
better
Bennett.
is best for Noel? Huh? Tell me.
I love Bennett as a character.
I love Bennett as a character too. The thing is, when I started using Unlock. When I started playing Genshin on streaming Genshin, we had a handful of people that were constantly watching the Genshin streams. Like there's, for example, a girl, I don't give a shit.
Well, ideally a def main stat, but Bell is really good.
That does not answer my question. Bell is okay. Bell is good. Bell is good. That answered my question. I was just too dumb
Also
to think about it.
What or AR?
Oh wait, I didn't look into her artifacts. I mean, I could.
M0URS underscore he's 57.
Oh, none of that is
C1
fully
level
leveled up.
below me.
Because I'm playing this game probably a little longer than you. No, probably not. I think you started playing it day one. But there was a time I actually excessively played the game, which is one of the reasons why I hated that so many quests just take so much time. It's really exhausting. I want to have fun playing the game again. At least a little bit more fun.
Ima open my Genshin to just fucking bless my eyes. I'm playing this game for only a year. I love games who just bomb you with gifts every update like SDS Grand Cross, or Bleach mobile game. At D0UMA_Samadoma, do you want to give your account to me? Joke.
Oh no! What happened here?
It looks exactly
Not
like
for free.
before, just a little less people. There's nobody around. What they all dissolved? No, that's not a simple word yet.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check
I
on
mean
her.
we can use it together.
Can I get something? No,
Also,
I
hate
can't.
that PS players can't log in on PC.
Oh yeah, but that's apparently a PlayStation issue because PlayStation servers and... Wait, no, it's the other way around. If you have a PC account, you can't make a PlayStation account. But if you have a PlayStation account, you can start playing on PC. That's a little weird. Or was it the other way around? I don't even remember anymore. And just know that I want to play on my PlayStation,
I can play together
and
with
I
you.
couldn't.
But can't log in as them.
Where do you want me to be? This is where she would be. Why am I Huh? Game, stop fucking around with me. Actually, this is a really good setup, it's just what I realized. I have 3 different types of weapons.
Just
I
click B. Albin Auric Village be like.
What does that
We
make
haven't
sense?
seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Was he just called drowning victim or something?
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right.
Disaster
Just
victim.
hurry.
Hey, what's your name? My name is Disaster. And your second name, Victim. So your name is Disaster Victim.
I'm not young anymore. How will
Yeah?
I survive on my own? My Desiree.
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Oh, adorable. Adorable, yeah. Continue looking for Navia. And now you want me to go to this giant, oversized piece of junk of a bone. But not before. Of course, why would you?
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there.
Good.
Hey, Navia!
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yeah,
Yes.
right so.
As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Talk to us. We have ears.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
If you manage to climb up
I'll take over
somewhere,
a search and rescue mission in the meantime.
the thing is, I know it's not that easy, but usually when you manage to climb up somewhere, you usually should also be able, like in theory, to go down, and that is true. That is true. The only thing is, your perspective on the path changes. So you usually get more anxiety climbing down because you have less visibility on your feet where you put them. But houses usually aren't that high, and especially normal houses, and especially those houses aren't that high. If you could go to the thing and he just jumped and makes a roll, which is not hard to do. You don't have to be a parkour runner to do that. You usually end up with no injuries when you jump from houses that height.
All right, you'll be in
In
charge.
my childhood I climbed many trees and couldn't come down anymore.
Yeah, I know. I have that too. I climbed so many trees in my childhood. You have no idea. The thing is, I broke my arm 3 times in my lifetime, and never was it from falling down from a tree, despite me falling down from many trees. But I also knew, okay, I know I can theoretically come down here and over parts, and so I got down as much as I could, and the moment I wasn't able to continue, I let myself fall, and try to use basic physics to land my fall. Basically just means, yeah, you should imagine your legs like springs. That's weird to explain. I don't know.
Making the cartons meme.
I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Right. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water,
Yeah, but
leaking
actually,
from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those
At
who
least
realized
3
what was
fish.
happening started to flee in a panic,
I thought the
desperately
same
trying
thing.
to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
Yeah, continue. I'm still listening.
The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been
Making another
a
cup of
lot
coffee.
of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible.
By the way, this is the very first time I can actually understand why they have a slower monologue. I already told you like 50 times, one of the issues that they have is that the monologues are slow as fuck, and that is basically a sign that the story writers treat their viewers like fucking babies. It is annoying as fuck and just drags out everything. And in this case, her talking slower makes sense because she's shaken from an accident that happened.
No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
I kind of want to skip all of that. I'm so sorry.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Well, apparently not.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Yeah, we're here to help.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Me
We're
skipping
missing some-
every dialogue and then wondering why I ended up in a battlefield in a farming game.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
By the way, where are Melis and Silver?
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
I'll be right there.
The thing is, originally I really liked the way they told things. But the longer you play the game, the longer you get really exhausted by how slow the dialogues are. And added to the insane length of some of the quests, it's just not fun anymore. I still like the combat and the team building and whatnot. It is still fun as ever. The diving is such a cool addition to everything. As I said, just the dialogue and the ridiculous length of quests is the only thing that is really, really, really bad.
Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Organizing various matters, her decisions are clear.
The wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters.
I wanted to read the text, but you just rudely skipped.
Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Sure,
Huh? Right now?
I understand.
Thank you.
Okay, where is it? Is it over there? No? Okay, but I'm just collecting the random stuff that I find here. Definitely not because I am borderline greedy and shit. No, definitely not. Go to the cemetery. It's a little hard to ask, isn't it? And it's 137 meters away. What the fuck? Let me guess. I can teleport there because it's rather close. Yeah, let's go to teleport waypoint. Teleport waypoint. Ba ba ba. Man. I already said ba. What are you expecting? Can we climb a little faster? Faster. Come on. I want to fight something. But what a pathway? Why didn't no one tell me?
People here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Yeah, me too. I actually thought it was the intention.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Isn't that always like in catastrophic times that way?
Navia?
Germany has so many short stories and and poems and whatnot about this. It's ridiculous. And when you're a student in Germany, you have German lessons. Almost any lesson that even remotely talks about anything about Germany itself will have aspects of history and thing in it, which is funny because we have like obviously economic classes, we have language classes, we have history class and whatnot, and in all of them we're basically retelling the same parts of history over and over and over again. And I got so exhausted from history back then because of this that I lost complete interest in it and a complete hatred for everything war-related. Because you have no idea how fucking exhausting it is when you're just a fucking child. You can't even process what the people are telling you. And all they tell you is, hey, yeah, we as German did something really, really fucking bad. So you all have to feel bad about it too. But it wasn't my fault. I just grew up here. I know, I know, emotional scene and whatnot, and I'm ruining it. I'm sorry.
Sophia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just...
I mean, can you blame her? No, you can't. It's
Maloof
good.
and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we
Not
do?
Melissa and Silver.
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Maloof and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, demoiselle?
It's actually such a nice thought. Like when you have, like when you want to spend time with a deceased relative, so you just have lunch at that place. It's actually such a ridiculously adorable thought. Huh. Perhaps I do that too at some point. I mean, you should always eat dinner with your family, let's be honest.
Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Oh, you do look a little bit like a... I'm not going to...
Paimon doesn't
Get
know
into
how
this.
to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help.
That's a wisdom many people struggle to realize.
Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing.
Sorry
for
was
them.
doing event.
I'm so sorry.
It was so fun.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
We're here for you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
No one sacrifices. No one sacrifices truly it's truly necessary. First of all, that's true. But also, isn't it that the people don't actually die when they dissolve in the primordial seawater? I mean, no, that's not a stretch. We already figured that out. We literally talked to a person who was dissolved in primordial seawater. So in theory, in game, no, I'm not gonna go that far. In theory, Navia should still be able to talk to them in one way or another.
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should
You
ever
want spoiler?
consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
At
Oh,
M0URS _ no spoilers.
Really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
She again. Mommy again.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your
Mommy.
side?
She's the type of girl that asks you to call her daddy.
Yes,
need Navy.
my people are carrying out the mission according to your
I
request.
love Geo.
All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
And Navia is a Geo.
I literally hate Geo. The only reason why I'm not using Noelle more often is because I fucking hate the element of Geo. Which is the only reason why I'm not using Noelle or Zhongli more often.
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
The only reason why I replace Bennett with Noelle is because Noelle gives you
I like
shield.
all the characters in Geo.
I also like
my favorite.
I always like like most of the Geo characters too. Most. And I even like most of them gameplay wise. I just hate the element itself. I can't handle it. It's literally everything I am not. And it's annoying me so much.
Albedo Igoning. Goro.
Zhongli and Almeida are amazing. Icho is also amazing.
Really good.
Goro is Goro is annoying because you can only really use him with other Geo characters. You can only use Goro with other Geo characters, which makes him extremely useless. The dancer, the performer, I love her a lot.
Goro is a Geo-specific character, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't like. I like Goro as a character, but I hate him as a I hate his gameplay. Yunjin, yeah, right. I love her. She's so good. If I wouldn't hate Geo so much, I would have so many characters I would play. But I hate Geo with a passion that is undeniably way too much.
We just met recently, right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. But that doesn't
all the
quite
Geo
fit this
characters
time.
are consistently awesome.
Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
It's kind of funny. The Knave is the second installment of, for me, that shows that the Fatui are not bad people per se, that most of them are just misguided. Like, the Knave doesn't give a shit about a lot of things. The Knave just wants to do what she thinks is right, and if it's helping out people from Fontaine, then she helps out people from Fontaine. That's just what she is, and she takes care of the people that she thinks of her own. Like Linny and Lynette, that's what I mean. But, and the same is actually with Child. Child loves fighting, but he doesn't, that's only one thing he cares about, really, and that's his family. Outside of that, he just loves fighting, and that's the only reason why he's a Harbinger in the first place. The only character that really was too evil, in my opinion, that we actually fought against, originally I would say was the Wanderer, but then he had a huge redemption arc, in which he also just, at the beginning, was just a fucking asshole, and in the end was the good boy. Kind of like Vegeta.
Well, they do have delusions. And that itself is evil.
Delusions are not necessarily evil. Delusions are just... how do I say this? Delusions have a huge downside. That's the point. Some people can handle it, some people cannot. That's just how it is. It's the same thing if you talk about necromancers. If you think about Death Mount Death play, the main character is a necromancer, but he's not a bad person. You wouldn't consider every necromancer a bad person, would you?
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing.
Yeah. As I said, she is the first Fatui Harbinger that I would consider truly good. Child is chaotic neutral, he just does what he wants and cares for his family. And everyone else is an asshole. Like 90% of the other Harbingers that I met was an asshole. The only reason why the Wanderer is not an asshole anymore is because he's not an asshole anymore. It's because he isn't the same person anymore, strictly speaking. And the other thing, what's the other thing? The other incident was in the Lever Park. I know, I hate it.
I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
Yeah, she wants to prevent the crisis.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
As I said, technically, they're not dead.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
Good opinion.
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
Actually, what you said lines so well with your element, because every fire elemental is one of those people who, like, literally choose their own fate. Like, they go out, and they would kick a bear.
By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Maripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
So the time for jolly cooperation has come?
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
Makes
So
sense.
That's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you, which is why I want to give you this task.
I'm sure this will be okay.
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house.
Oh, she's smiling a
I'm
little.
sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
I'm more worried about the fact that if those
Well,
ruins have anything to do with
I'm
this.
sad, yes.
She's
But
gonna dissolve.
I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing.
Oh, yeah, you
There's
should.
no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me.
Okay,
Besides,
that's true.
I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
No, we're strong, but she needs company right now. We can be that company if she goes to explore ruins with us.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler?
We'll go to the ruins together.
All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Ah!
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Okay. Back up, get going, and get this hydro thing that I didn't get earlier. It already annoys me, and I didn't even do anything with it. What the hell? Already? How's that even possible? Wait, where are the ruins? 400 meters in the wrong direction. Okay. Come on. No! Come on. Thank you. Sure, I have the skill today of a toddler dying from cancer. I swear. I know it sounds dark. Did you ever consider my sense of humor any different? No? Smart lad. Huh. This is pretty far away from literally anything. How did I get there? How? So many of those places I have no idea how to get to.
Also, Charlotte's so much better than I thought.
You mean the anime? Yeah.
Not only cryo applicator.
Oh, okay. I don't have any idea how to get down here. This is so annoying. The only entrance I know is there, but it always pushes me back. It's so annoying. Wasn't that an item?
It's a quest.
That does not excuse the fact that I can't go in there.
Tell you. I know how to get there.
Mm-hmm. Let me guess, it's this quest.
Statue of 7.
Yeah, just want to say, let me guess, it's this quest. Anyway, I now want to fight.
I must leave no stone unturned.
One near the area.
There is no escape.
That's not enough. I need more. Need more fighting.
Committed to memory. Wipe out.
This one, but I've already been there. Huh.
Statue of 7 in the barrel region.
I just figured out that I'm still missing some. That I'm missing a new part of the area.
Ruins the knave was talking about?
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Okay, Navia, we're not trying to kill someone today.
There a lake next to it?
Yeah, a lake that's a little bit too hard for me. Current party is lower than recommended. Yeah, bullshit it is.
That's entrance.
Cool, a
Not the
boiling...
hot lake.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyways, there was something. I think I saw something.
Hey, Yodropus.
Hey, Johnny War! Johnny War, Johnny War. It's nice to see you again. I have a cool looking enemy!
Just call me John.
Illusion shattered!
Water jet! Make yourselves at home. As a good knight should.
Wait, I need to get rid of you first. Die, die,
Leave it all to me.
die, die, die. Good.
BMS after
DMS?
Shine down!
Share my knowledge.
You supposed to charge attack on yourself.
Steady as stone.
I'm supposed to do nothing. Whatever you're saying, bro. But yeah, with charge attack, it probably is the best idea. Anyway, Joe, John, how's it going? Ow!
The floor here isn't
I didn't
safe.
know they could do MO attacks LOL. They always die before.
Bombs away. Time to clean up.
See, that's one of the reasons why I hate overleveling myself, because then the game would stop making, then would stop being fun so fast. Now the only thing that's not fun is, well,
This place has also been contaminated
dragged out
by
story.
primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A
That's
Fontanian
why
would
I
most
have other
likely dissolve
parties.
the moment they fell in.
you should go back to safety, Navia.
Right.
One party
You
that
can't
can
go
kill
down if
everything.
there's primordial seawater.
The other
It's too
party to have
dangerous, and it
fun.
won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get by my wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that
We're not saying you're useless. We're
You're
just
right.
saying you're
I can't
useless.
do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you.
From the looks of things here, there's no way back.
That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
in that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So staying here wouldn't be safe either.
Yeah, and
I'll
it
go
is
together
actually
with you.
primordial seawater. I just saw
Perhaps
that.
we'll find the exit just up ahead.
Seems like there isn't any other option.
All right. Come with us for now then, but please be careful.
Yeah, don't touch anything that looks wet.
Stream for over 2 hours.
Yeah, today definitely.
Cause then I can get 30 primos.
Let's try climbing over from the side.
I mean, I will stream as long as it takes to finish this story anyways. Well, unless it annoys the hell out of me, then I'm not gonna do that.
So 5 hours.
Again, I hope
No,
it
maybe
does not take that long. Because I hate it when this game just drags out shit. Again, I generally think that Genshin is a good game. I just hate the small problems it's having. Because
Also
they
not
really don't need to be.
One Geo buff.
Me, see new thing, attack. Because those issues are so easy to fix from a game development perspective.
There's something wrong with this bridge. Run!
I was running and I could have I could have made it. Grab her! Do we unlock the fire element now? It's just randomly.
Navia, my girl, don't melt.
Demoiselle?
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark
wasn't
if I
even
hadn't come to
playable.
get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Hmm? Oh. Was I sleeping?
Also,
Yes,
next is
it would
Natlan,
appear so.
the Fire Nation,
I must be tired.
engulfed in war.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot. Whew. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet. This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going.
Ah, right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
Those are all people that drowned,
How have
that
you been?
vanished.
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obina, was getting fed up with them.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
Grab him by the
That's
neck and just
right.
punch him as often as it needs
by the
to
way,
until he
Bernadette,
stops
what was it
breathing.
that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Malus, we do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
Very well.
Ah, she's grabbing it.
Something seems to be off here.
Yeah, all of those people did it off.
Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
That's the thing that
You
was
must mind the
lying on
time,
the floor.
Demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
Wait, what?
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the Opera House?
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Oh? All right then.
That's strange. But it would make kind of sense, but not really. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. That has been named... this is a Richard Bloom reaction that has been named Bergion.
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
And her 2 attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people.
Who's gonna be the judge? Neuvillette can't be in here.
Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people here? And why do I have no recollection of this case? And as for the judge... huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Huh.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is? And why I'm standing trial?
It's kind of funny how she said, oh, there are a lot of people here. The entire thing is literally empty.
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain. As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rosula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rosula fought for the well-being of those in Poisson.
Yeah?
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us. We are inseparable. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important,
That sounds creepy as
we
hell.
couldn't possibly do without you. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us forever.
Huh? What are you saying? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I'm so confused.
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Of
Stay
what?
here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro.
Everything here is confusing as fuck.
Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept her kindness. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice. Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
This is confusing.
It hurts.
I mean, I know what this is about, but still.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
They're not dead. They're just dissolved, which is something different.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all.
Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
They're not dead.
Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses.
She says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
You're pretty dead to me.
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
Silence.
What is Neuvillette doing here? How does that work?
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial.
Wait, Neuvillette had
will adjourn
influence?
for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, Demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Malus... Silver...
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
The thing is, they don't die. They just turn into water spirits, basically. I mean, but the first when we talked to that dissolved person at the fountain, we literally
Wait! Just a second!
we literally thought first that person was a what's it called, Oceanid, but it turned out to just borrow the same shape, basically, which is apparently the most comfortable form water can take with a mind. Like, let's just say water with a mind has usually the form that an Oceanid has. Which is what I just thinking. Which is why all of those are basically now shown as Oceanids. That's what I mean. They don't dissolve. They don't die. They just... Their mind is just... It's a Gaia thing. Does that make sense? Everything returns to Gaia, and from Gaia everything comes. Like, all life comes from Gaia, and everything goes back to Gaia when it dies. Does that make sense? That's how I interpret this. In this case, basically, the water, or better said, the primordial seawater, is Gaia, and everything that dissolves in primordial seawater becomes part of it, but it doesn't. They don't go into nothingness. They don't disappear. They just don't have a body anymore. Like becoming a spirit without actually dying.
You're awake? Good.
It makes sense, but they're still pretty dead in my eyes.
I mean, they are kinda dead. If you consider having a physical form, if you consider not having a physical form as dead, then yeah, they are dead. But technically, there should be a possibility to reverse the effect, because the literal body dissolved into water, so the water itself should still contain the materials to make you to turn you into a person again.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug.
You're pretty tiny. You're more like a teddy bear, Paimon.
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Where the dissolved became Oceanids? Yeah, something similar.
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
I mean, to a living person, to a corporeal person, that is pretty much like death. So I understand it, that you see it that way.
Neverlet, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
Yeah, pretty much.
I suppose so.
By the way, Sigewin sends her regards.
Ah, Sigewin. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Understandable.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meripede.
He still doesn't know what to talk about.
Hmm?
Let's chat about something else then. So, Neuvillette, you're probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the knave tell you?
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents
He's
evacuate.
just like me.
They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat.
Oh, so you can
She informed me that she had
swim
asked
well.
you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
Yeah. Hope Navia can get back on her feet. Yeah, she should wear like.
I mean,
I'm
he's
sorry
like
to
me
have
when
kept
I
you all
have to
waiting
talk
like
with
that.
someone.
I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going
Same.
again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right, another one joins the party. Let's get going then.
But yeah, I'm like that too. But I'm either talking too much or not at all. And then it usually ends up.
Yeah.
Make yourselves at home.
Illusion shattered.
Water jet. Committed to memory. Water jet.
Oh, I should give her the sacrificial blade.
I'm mostly not talking at all.
Go.
Shine down.
The Temple of Wisdom. Leave it all to me. Grow. Go.
I really need to give you a different weapon. I'm so sorry. Can configure part of it's currently active. Idiot. Why is the camera doing the thing?
Another unstable path. Watch your step.
Because of drama. Okay, good. I get it. Suddenly the wall also caves in for no reason at all. Of course it is! That was terrible in many ways. Cool, but how am I supposed to go up there when you... Ah, okay, now it's back. Good, thank you. Run faster! Good. We need to wait. We need to wait. We need to wait. I can't. No, why? Come on. Good. It was stressful. Unnecessarily stressful.
Watch out! There are rocks falling over here!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Share your knowledge!
Good. That was oddly fast. Why did I manage to kill you faster than the air guy? What the fuck? That is unexpected. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Thank you. Sure! Giant pieces of rock will also fall onto my head. Because why not? Not that I have enough problems to deal with.
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
I will try my best. I mean, I do like some goodies.
Yeah. Shine down. Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would. Huh.
Everyone hold hands!
Torn to oblivion.
Come on. Yes.
Bombs away! Make yourselves a home!
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Come on, you die also. Come on. That's basically just ultimate spam. I did not know that would work. Oh! Oh, how many sides does that cube have? Cube. That's not a cube. That's the point of this. But it's not a cube. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's basically a cube with its edges cut off. So it's 6 plus 8. 14 sides. Cool. I would like to have that as a Rubik's Cube.
I'll catch up.
That was not what I wanted to do. Bye. Whatever you are. But this area looks gorgeous. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking a dive down there. Just wouldn't want none of you to drown in nothingness.
Looks like we've reached the end.
Yeah, looks like it.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
What do you mean with hidden
The
spaces?
path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
There seems to be something in the wall, but it also seems to be like a few kilometers, miles, light years further back something. Did none of you notice that? Or do I just have Byakugan or something? Okay, apparently not.
Stone slates. It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates. that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
That's literally just
Feels
saying.
like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
Yeah, what Faye literally just said, oh yeah, I'm predicting shit because this is gonna happen anyways. None of you can stop it, losers.
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
Celestia.
And is that Lady Furina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
Yes, Faye do seem to match. But how did that all start out? What did you do?
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Nervalette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Are you sure?
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
Not necessarily.
I really hope it doesn't mean
I'm
that.
drinking milk through that straw that has the flavored balls inside.
Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
That sounds so wrong. That sound. I mean, I know what you mean, but it sounds so wrong. I just want to say, my straw also has some flavored balls attached to it.
On those balls.
I get what you mean, Paimon. The issue is the order of the third and fourth image, right? Third and fourth?
Suck hard and swallow them all.
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third? Where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed
It's
here.
supposed to be birthday cake.
What? Which is also quite concerning.
If we go by timing, Lady Furina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous
Tastes
Hydro
like
Archon.
vanilla.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
I hate the fact that I know what you mean.
Commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Furina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Did you not hear what I said before?
We better get somewhere safe for now.
Who created these slates doesn't matter now. The real question is whether things will truly play out as the prophecy foretells it. Challenge complete. There wasn't much of a challenge.
OFC Mommy Arlechino has over 1,000.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Just head back to the Fluvsandre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
M0URS_as
I'll
she should.
depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will
Quite
go talk to Furina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
For some reason, I hear so much bass from that voice.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
Yeah, probably.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fluvsandre is always open to you as ever. So please don't think you're an imposition.
Ah.
Alright. I'll be on my way then.
I will never let both depart you. You, Paimon, should be the best for Fluvsandre. Fluvsandre. Also, in short, fluffy bastard.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
That doesn't sound good for some reason.
No, the boss is the best.
The thing is, the way he said it, it sounds so menacing. We have a special menu prepared for you tonight. And I'm just like, you didn't put poison in my... You didn't put poison in my stuff, right? Green gecko. Huh.
Ooh, desserts! Nice! These are all Paimon's! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Ah, of course! Of course I'm broke mages here.
Is that who I think it is?
Huh?
Hey, broke mage! How are you?
Too. What are you doing in Fontaine?
What are you doing in Fontaine? How do you have the money to come here? Lady Magistus.
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontainian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add.
Yeah,
Why
same.
did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstatter surname?
Not really, that's not my issue.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really.
Tell me.
She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
Huh.
It isn't?
Yeah?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Ah!
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one.
And yeah, Maud, I looked at your DM. So, yeah. I may ask what you must name it.
Astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech,
No, I just
the
wanted to
thrice
send
as
you
great
good art.
scholar of the stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Yeah.
Rice is great. That's so
Petty.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but once she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our
Close
school,
window.
so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
How about triple strength traveler?
Wait, let me open again. I forgot about Mona.
But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dormanport, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Yeah, what are people? Did you come to him because of prophecy?
That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
I mean,
What
it
do
is.
you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
Yeah.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of Ultivat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary.
Ah.
But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
Why don't you just say witch circle or something? Or I don't know. Or witch's round? Why do you have to say Hexen circle? But yeah, again, you come from Mondstadt, so well, and the German equivalent of this game, so I'm not too confused. I'm just a little disappointed. Mercury of a prophecy. Could you help me get in touch with your master?
All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
Thanks, Mona. You're amazing as always.
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you. Of all the people we know, you know the stars the best.
Indeed. That's the spirit.
You're also the only person that
so
we know that knows the stars.
I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
Good.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
Well, we were making a ruckus. Try to keep it down next time, Paimon.
If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. The things Paimon does for you.
Alright, thanks, Paimon.
That's more like it.
Then you decide to get a good night's sleep to replenish your energy. Why does that sound like a really good fucking time to stop the game?
To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy.
Understandable.
But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Novelette, so let's pack it up and get going.
Can I? Oh, it would have been so cool. Hmm. Anyway, I need to go somewhere really quick, so... Good, I'm back. Very obviously. Okay, we shall go now. We shall go now. And where the fuck do we need to go?
How many primos you have?
Not that many. I had just enough for one wish before I went to where I need to go. So bonjour, mon ami, Allemande. Yeah. Bonjour, mon ami.
Also, I kept stream running in BG.
I don't know what French means in, well, French. But hey, you just reminded me that I need another cup of coffee. My third one this day. I'm already shaking. And Patrice Laundry. Let Patrice Laundry. Guess what type of coffee I'm drinking. I mean, I don't know if you know it. That is one of my favorite types of coffee, and it fits both the fact that you're French and the fact that we're playing this story quest now. Oh, that's my last one. Oh no. I need to make more later. I'm giving you some time to answer. I mean, it is quite enjoyable. Oh fuck, I love my coffee so much, you have no idea.
Drapo, if I'll have to knock you out with a pen just for you to fall asleep after all those coffees, then I will not complain. Ah, coffee, a good beverage.
I know. Patrice Laundry. So are you willing to guess what type of coffee I've been drinking? Which fits this occasion?
You're here, finally. Is something wrong?
But I don't know if you actually know it because but it is named after how you make it. After in what can you make it, very specifically.
Monsieur Nervalette and Lady Furina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute. Please go see for yourself.
Okay, what does that mean now?
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
The thing is, wait, does that mean that he doesn't know that Furina is not the Hydro Archon?
You mean... they're all...
Does that mean he doesn't know?
He did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
OFC, he doesn't
Seriously?
know. Only she
You're
and the real
questioning me
Archon
like
knows.
this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that seem to correlate to the prophecy.
Anyway, Patrice Laundry, I shall now uncover the truth behind my coffee, because it is French press coffee. It's just I don't know why it's called French press. I don't know if it's actually made in French in France, but I just thought it would be funny. And it's my favorite type of coffee. French press coffee is just my favorite type of coffee. It's easy to make if you have a French press can, and it is so fucking delicious. Seriously, you do kind of need a grinder to do that, to make this properly, but it is fucking amazing. No, I'm not having orgasms from my coffee. I swear. But still, don't worry. I thought that Neuvillette, as the dragon of the water, let's just say it like that, would have some kind of connection with the Hydro Archon. So that he doesn't know that Furina isn't the Hydro Archon makes this weird.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you.
Why don't you just tell him the truth?
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Furina, but I have long known of your various
Dragons
secret
don't
investigations
have any
into
connections
certain
to the
matters.
Archons, only the gnosis that comes from the power of the dragon.
The gnosis comes from the power of a dragon? Wait, does that mean the gnosis came from...
We, the French, make some good coffee.
Does that mean that the power of a gnosis came from Ashtar? Because he's the dragon of the earth. Or is Zhongli himself the dragon of the Geo dragon? Because Zhongli himself has a dragon shape. He had multiple forms he can take. And he died as a dragon. Like, his... Like, he didn't really die. We all know that Zhongli didn't die, obviously. But his official...
is not the Geo Archon. Dragon. I meant dragon.
I know what you meant. But I know one thing. Furina might not be the Archon, but she is an assassin. Can you see it? She's part of the Assassin Guild. She's part of the same people that Ezio Auditore da Firenze is part of. And Aveline de Grandpré. Can you see why I'm saying this? By the way, that's a question to all of you. To you, Doma, to you, Morse, to you, Patrice Lander. Can any of you see that? What I mean? It is really tiny. I don't know if you can see that.
See what exactly?
Well, there's one thing that every every member of the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood has is the symbol. And once an individual carries this symbol, he marks himself as an assassin. At least in the video game world. I'm staying here until someone gets it, or you ask me to tell you. I can also give you a tip. And it's really dumb. Close up, it probably doesn't look like it, but from this perspective now, it actually looks like the Assassin's Creed symbol. And I also would go with the theming of Assassin's Creed, because in Assassin's Creed, the Assassin's Creed symbol is never really disguised as... It's never just the symbol. It's usually disguised as something. Like, Connor had it as his tomahawk. Connor's tomahawk was the Assassin's Creed symbol. Just as a dumb example. But in this case, it is. It could also be just straight up the Assassin's Creed symbol. Come on, someone needs to get this. I want to continue. Look at that. Look at that. The head. The thing that she's wearing on her head. That thing. Look at it. Can you see it? She's secretly part of the Assassin's Guild. But no one knows. Because why the fuck would it not? Saying Assassin's Guild. Look at the head.
She's yeah.
Yeah, she's your. When I see my mouse, hey, I'm just gonna randomly go over here and, like, you know... Can you see it? I know it's so dumb because it's just a water droplet and it's supposed to be a scale, but it really looks like the Assassin's Creed symbol. I'm sorry.
There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were that type.
You...
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it. There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just trust in me, you're Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again. Oh, the opera's about to start. Toodles!
Now I want to make a screenshot! Stop running away! Fuck! Was too late.
Did Furina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her.
Seems to be deliberately hiding something.
Smiling. She didn't seem in the mood to care if we were listening in or not.
I assume you've been outside for a while now?
Oh, you noticed. Seems Furina didn't even realize we were here.
Yeah. She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue.
Yeah, understandable.
Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage?
I'm afraid questions alone might not suffice. To make her understand how dire the situation actually is.
Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to. We may have to create a situation in which she will have no choice but to speak.
I'm sorry, I'll have to go now. Have a nice rest of the day and good night.
Aww. Okay then. Okay, Doma. See you next time. Toodaloo. Have a nice day. Sleep well.
Oh? Like...
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario.
But Furina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure that she won't just slip away at the first chance she gets?
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can.
You better sleep
if at all
well
possible,
too, or
I
I'll
would
have
prefer to
take the
recuse
matter in my
myself
own
from
hands.
this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass.
Want you come to me and tuck me into bed?
This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this.
In that case, we will need help.
But who will lend us their aid to do such a thing?
Oh, I think I know who to call. I also know. Guys later on a boat somewhere in quiet poisson. Somewhere in quiet fish.
Want a lullaby with that too?
Oh, definitely. You can sing all day to me, honey.
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
That's what family should do. sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Why isn't the knave here?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me? No, I don't think I can.
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, our friend here, the Traveler, has brought us together to discuss something.
Yeah?
As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps.
Oh, how intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand, and used on the spot. So, let's invite her to explain in detail. A round of applause, please.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
Okay, that's more fun than I imagined.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Me. Well, not in actual real-life hunting, but from other video games.
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that count?
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee Hunters. Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus.
Remus?
Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society, taking up arms in other lines of work. They even left a unique methodology of hunting in their wake. A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device. Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary to deal with the prey.
That literally sounds like the basket and the stick getup. You have a bait, like something that you put inside the basket or under the basket. You have a trigger, which would be the stick, and you have the containment device, which is the basket itself. Huh.
So, if we were to build a trap together, right now, what would you choose to build it with?
Spikes.
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and naturally enter the snare. Our line of work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the best in the industry, so you can count on our techniques.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children.
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker if I do say so myself.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting for the fish to come within reach. That's the kind of method I would count on.
Calm and steady. Exactly the kind of person who would catch loads of fish.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some small clockwork squirrels, mice, and such. When placed in the forest, they can attract others of their kind.
Clockwork spirit mine? I want those! Gimme!
I remember that you liked those too, didn't you?
Ha! Come on, stop blushing.
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it. If they're realistic enough, animals of the same kind will follow them all the way to the trap.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related experience.
That makes sense. You usually solve problems directly, without the use of any such tricks. But I do have one more question for you, Monsieur. If we were to create a trap now, how would you design it?
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey. A more gentle trap would be ideal.
Understandable.
Kind, as always. However, our intention doesn't necessarily change the containment device and the type of implement we need. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
Wait, why is that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides life and death is often exceedingly thin.
Oh yeah.
So, are we going hunting together?
Huh. We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters. It kinda works, but maybe it's still not the best metaphor.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting metaphor is actually quite accurate. But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god, a being whose seat is an exalted throne.
Oh, so that's what's going on. Sounds very interesting.
Yeah, current hunting metaphor was just that, a metaphor. You will not call this a hunt, because that is not what you should do at present, nor has the relationship between you and Furina reached such a dire stage. What you need is simply the secrets she's keeping. Attempting to take her secret is an act of sacrilegious disrespect, but must be done to prevent Fontaine from sinking into waters as foretold in the prophecy. There is neither hunter nor prey, but there must be a trap. That is what you will need. Why can't all of those weird black screens be like that? But no, most black screens are just like, oh yeah, here's a shit-ass long sentence that you see for 2 seconds that you can't read completely because we're assholes. Go to the Spina Dirasula base. Why? Of course, for brainstorming. Hello, Morse. How's it going? Actually, I think next time the character goes to sleep would be the perfect time to actually end.
So much has been happening.
Those meetings sure did make me hungry.
Paimon didn't think the meetings would go on for so long, but everyone seemed pretty fired up, huh?
Apparently.
I thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little surprised.
Do you feel more confident after meeting Paimon?
Well... It's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any experience with this sort of thing. But with you around, Paimon sure will do great.
I mean...
After all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you? Huh?
Is something wrong?
Did you just pour some tea? Paimon didn't notice you doing that at all.
No, I didn't.
Then what's that? Paimon's never seen that cup before.
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you two for tea. I merely refrained from saying anything till now.
Who's that voice? But there's no one here.
Aw, have you forgotten me already?
Wait, you are familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru.
The voice from the sky, I fear that description is wrong. Though, not completely wrong.
And why are you here in shape of a teacup? Are you in reality Sinisty?
You're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously. I sensed that confusion and thus came to you. Guiding people is an irresistible hobby of mine, after all.
Well, what do you want from us?
Consider me a passerby, just accepting a commission from my friend's disciple on a whim.
Oh no! I know who that is. But why do I know now who that? I can't put my finger on it because I forgot the name already. It's way too long. But this is the teacher. That's Mona's teacher. So will Fontaine's prophecy come true?
Yes, what has
Mage
been prophesized will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
What? Then is there any way we can stop it?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Teyvat so easily be changed?
Where is it again? Fate.
So you've caught on. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods.
Okay, so
Could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall? Are the things that you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive?
Now.
What is she talking about? It all sounds really impressive and important and stuff, but it also sounds kind of scary.
I believe that you understand, right? Some things are insignificant, but others you must reach out to change. Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Teyvat's future. All you need to do is to play your part. This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality. Well, that'll be all for today.
The voice. It's gone.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock. Are you leaving for us? The unexpected news leads to complicated feelings. When you wake up, someone seems to be outside.
I want to hear someone talking.
I'm actually, as I already said, I'm actually thinking about ending soon. Why did the stream restart like 18 hours ago? But I need to reopen Twitch. Weird stuff.
Alright, coming!
You're getting more diligent, Paimon.
Hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay?
Ah, sure.
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. A little bit. But not too much. How have you been these past few days?
Just fine. I went to take part in that Steambird panel. It turned out to be more interesting than I expected.
Explain yourself.
Not all Fontainians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting for the end to come would be wrong, and that they should make their own rescue preparations. I agreed, so we had a brief chat with her.
Did you?
Why, yes. It was Charlotte. I assume you've heard of her, no? That daredevil journalist?
Oh yeah, she's nice.
I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow their lives to be commandeered by just a few words?
Yeah, understandable.
That's right! Paimon's glad to hear something sensible for once.
Yes. About what we had discussed before. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't reach the old hag. I'll try again tonight, but I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Actually, someone already came over.
Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
I believe she came to pass a message to
She
us.
said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon. Most people would believe the gods to be all-knowing, right?
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. She said that N's sense of direction is incredible, and that she loves guiding those who are lost. But I've never met her, and if she were still alive, she'd be... well, suffice it to say that the hag's at least a few hundred now, and N's been around for longer than that.
Whoa. The Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group. But they must really stay in shape to live so long.
Oh, yeah.
Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she came to see you personally, then the problem you're facing must truly be of great importance.
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything she said.
Yes, she was quite cryptic, but I suspect she means that there is still a way to turn things around. She didn't say when or what that would be, though, so perhaps it is something that you cannot know right now.
Brilliant meaning? Huh. Another question to what
Traveler, Paimon, are you two alright?
Oh, we're fine. We're just a little down right now.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of feels like the end is coming, you know?
I see. I feel that same sense of desperation, too. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So far as I have seen, it cannot be swayed. But even so, I still hope for, and believe in, miracles. Astrology is eternal and rational, but fate may not be. It is cruel, but it can also be beautiful. Perhaps that's what En was trying to tell you. Not to lose heart, and to believe that what you are seeing playing out before you is not yet set in stone. I did originally think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't. Even if this is all futile, I still wish to help everyone. If we don't struggle to the last, then how can we face the end when it comes?
That makes sense.
You do have a point.
I understand that.
There I go, talking about astrological principles again. Sorry about that. The moment I start talking about work-related stuff. I need to get going.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Mona. And thank you.
It was worth trying to comfort you, even if only a little. I believe that you'll help those who are struggling in the same way I did.
Mona, you're always a sight for sore eyes.
I suppose that might be why we always seem to meet by coincidence.
Yeah.
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said, but also kind of sad too.
Yeah.
Hey, Traveler, Paimon suddenly feels like going outside for a walk. Let's go.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
Go to the newsstand. Sorry, as I already told you, Genshin, you exhaust the shit out of me with your story quests. I have to take a break from that from today. I'm so sorry. But anyways, I still hope you had fun. Because I had fun. And I hope to see you in the next stream, video, whenever you're watching this. Chilly.